Last guy I want to talk to you about is senior Jackson Oliver. How have you seen his game grow? He came in as a sophomore, and it just seemed like was getting his feet wet last year. Played with a little bit more of an edge. Where do you see Jackson his senior year, and what's his ceiling?
I don't know that his game has gotten any better since he was 14. He was really, really good, but I think his mentality and approach is far different. And I think that J.O.'s worked himself into a position where he can be a down-to-down guy. He had to do that last year. I don't know if you realize this, but Isaiah had a deal going on with his knee early on. And basically, J.O. went out there and ran the show on critical downs for the first 3 or 4 weeks. And I think that forced him to think about what does it take to be a down-to-down nose guard. And I thought he did that stuff. I think his body's in better shape than it's been in a long time. I see him in practice doing the hard stuff when we're running, when it hurts a little bit, way less complaining about that stuff. Like, he's grown up immensely. His brother cuts my hair, and I coached his brother here too when he was a senior. And me and Jalen talk a lot about, the differences in Jack growing up and how different Jack is now than, as a 14, 15-year-old kid. But even as a sophomore, I thought last year he was immensely mature. I thought you could see it growing up. And I thought that basically he was a kid that figured it out kind of in the middle of preseason last year and bowed his neck, and by the end of the year, I mean, he's a force. Like, he's hard to deal with, man. And that's in any defense. When you look around and play people, there just aren't. There's not another J.O.